So what are the overarching themes, energies, circumstances coming up for Scorpio in the month of July? All right, so two cards came out interestingly, which is rare. So you have Behind a Mask and Angels of the Four Directions came out in reverse. Interesting. This for me feels like you're hiding your intentions. Okay, there may be something you're setting out to do. You're keeping it close to the chest, but you may be unsure of how to approach it, okay? Or how to even ask for divine support when it comes to making it happen, right? Making it come to fruition, okay? So I get it. Like, it's very Scorpio of you, right? That secretive nature. And I get it. You don't want to broadcast something before it comes to fruition, which is wise, okay? But just know that if you feel like you need a bit of direction, guidance, you need a bit of support when it comes to bring it to fruition, that is available to you, okay? You may not even realize that that support is there, okay? But it is. Yeah, exactly. Victim mentality in reverse. So you are making moves to make a positive change in a situation or to free yourself from a situation. But I just feel like you're being low key about it, okay? Because again, you don't want to alert anyone to your moves, which is understandable. But I just feel like you may need a little bit of support or guidance or a point in the right direction, right? And just know that that support is there, okay? So tell me more about this energy for Scorpio placements. Tell me more about this energy for Scorpios. Page of Swords. So you may have learned, right, that it's better to keep certain things to yourself until it's the right time to reveal them, right? So learning from past circumstances. Maybe you've learned not to speak on things preemptively, okay? So I feel like now you're choosing to be very mindful with what you speak, especially amongst other people, right? You may even find that you are quite quiet. Maybe people are not used to you being this quiet, even though you do have, like I say, maybe a bit more of a secretive aspect to your nature or something a little bit more mysterious about you. But that's very much present at the moment, okay, in the month of July. So that part of your nature is going to be very visible to the point where people may even be curious or inquiring about what it is that you're doing, what it is that's going on with you, okay? So it's funny, isn't it, that when you're trying to be low-key, keep things on the down low and just focus on making a change here that you feel like is going to benefit you and your life, that's where you're drawing people's attention because they're like, why is Scorpio gone so quiet? What is Scorpio doing? You know, I'm not seeing Scorpio around that much, you know. It's always the way, isn't it? Tell me more about this with Scorpio. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, exactly. This is why you're being quiet. So, yeah, I'm telling you, like, you may be really quiet right now because you are thinking, there's something I want to do, something I want to invest in, but I don't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to do anything preemptively that could spoil it, right? I don't want to speak too soon. So it does look like there's something that you intend to do. Make some kind of investment. Focus on nurturing something here, growing something, okay? Tending to something. Yeah, and you've got the Queen of Cups here. That's your energy, right? So something that obviously means a great deal to you, and that's why you're being very secretive about it. It's like you're protecting, safeguarding whatever this investment is, okay? And that could take many different forms. Tell me more about this for Scorpio. Yeah, exactly. This could even be an investment in self, okay, with the Temperance card here. But again, if you're unsure of how things are going to go, should you take this risk or should you make this investment? If you're uncertain, if you're on the right track or if you're taking the right steps or anything like that, don't be afraid to reach out, okay? You have divine support, but you're not realizing it, or you're not utilizing the fact that you do have a line of communication with the divine, okay? Especially with the angels of the four directions. That speaks on the four main archangels, okay? So depending on what it is that you're trying to do, where you're trying to head to. There are specific archangels that can assist you in your journey, right? But you're not, it's like you're not aware of that, or you're not realizing that, or it's slipped your mind and you're like, oh yeah, actually, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I just ask for a point in the right direction, support, guidance, a sign? Why didn't I ask for those things? And you can, that's the thing. You have the Death card here and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So it's almost like Scorpio, that you're making it more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, it's like you don't need to make it more difficult than it already is, right? Like, this is the end of burdens, right? In the situation, this is like dropping the burdens, releasing yourself of some kind of hardship here, right? Especially because I did see that victim mentality reverse at the bottom of the deck, right? So you are liberating yourself from a situation, but I think you are doing it very stealthily, which is fine. But that doesn't mean you have to do it alone, especially if it is challenging or something that's very tricky, very difficult, or something that requires like careful planning and execution, right? So just know that support is there, help is there, but things are definitely changing fundamentally. Like after this, things will never be the same, okay? But for the better, okay? In a very positive way. But just know that your path is divinely guided and protected. And if you need a sign or some kind of confirmation that you are taking the right steps, that you're on the right track, that this is the right move, then ask for it. Don't be afraid, okay? Like I say, you have that line of communication. It's time to strengthen it, okay? Because like I always say to you guys, you have your own way of communicating with the divine, so don't be afraid to do so, especially where you need a little bit of extra support or guidance or clarity, okay? Because yeah, whatever this move you're about to take, pretty much no one knows about it, okay? So there's nothing wrong with getting an outside opinion, especially where it's coming from the divine themselves, to guide you along this path, right? Especially where you're about to embark on a new one. So, Scorpio, I hope that does help.